was first adopted by the Barnetts, I really thought that they were gonna be my family. I really wanted a dad and a mom that actually accepts my disabilities and loves me as their daughter. I used to watch a lot of TV shows where a mom and her daughter were very close. I thought that Christine was gonna be the mom that I always wanted. When I first got to the Barnetts' house, I remember that Christine and Michael had both showed me around, and then they took me to my room where there was this big dollhouse and this princess bed and everything like that. They showed me my closet, which was a walk-in closet. I was like, whoa. And they even they lowered the shelves and everything for me so I could be able to get my clothes. I was just so happy. There was a park right across the street. We would hang out, we would play games and everything. It was so much fun. And I was going to school. I was in first grade. I was so excited because I wanted to go to school for as long as I can remember. I loved my classmates, I loved my friends. And I loved my first grade teacher.
The Barnetts pushed this philosophy that Natalia is really, really smart reading these advanced books. Listen, as an investigator, I don't go by some whimsical information. I want to know. I'm going to ask those questions.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, I'm not doing too bad.
So you worked at elementary school during the same time that Natalia Barnett went there.
Yes.
Christina brought it to your attention that they were questioning how old Natalia was. Did you ever question Natalia's age? Or
She acted like she belonged, so I pretty much taught her like she was supposed to be in first grade. She wasn't reading chapter books or doing crazy math problems.
Is she a prodigy? I mean, is she a standout student that she's so smart that she shouldn't be there?
No.
The underground springs and the windows of heaven were thrown open.
I was over there one day and Chrissy just looked at Natalia and she said, "Can you read?" And she said, "Of course I can read. I'm not stupid." And this is not a little girl's voice. And so Chris gave her a Cosmopolitan magazine, put it down in front of her, opened to an article, and Natalia started reading it as well as you or I could. How does someone at 6 read a Cosmo magazine?
Natalia, being able to read an article out of Cosmo, I mean, how many times did she read that article before she recorded her? People can make a video look however they want to make it look. But the question then becomes, why? We're talking about a little girl's life that got changed forever because certain statements were made. She was reading an advanced book. Well, here's what I do know. Gateway Woods, who gets medical records from Boston Hospital, also identified that Natalia's abilities, her aptitude were very, very similar to the age that we believe she is. The school, I talked to the officials there, I talked to the teachers, and they loved this kid. They said, she may have been able to handle second grade, but we felt first grade was more appropriate.
Christine could be pretty spicy. We heard reports that were concerning to us about how Natalia's parents interacted with her. They sounded like they were mean to her, honestly. And so if we ever brought anything like that up with Christine, she just flipped.
Christine was like, "I'm taking you out of school." She took my friends out of my life. Literally just cut them off. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to any of my friends from school. Nobody. I didn't understand that. My whole life was being controlled on who I talked to and everything. I didn't understand why really I got taken out of school. All I was told was because they were getting phone calls. And I was hurting people with my wheelchair, running them over and everything. No, I wasn't.
Christine took Natalia out of school to homeschool her at Barnett Academy. This is the same place where Jacob's transcript says he was educated, at Barnett Academy. And Michael filed a police report alleging fraud because Christine passed him in Japanese, and he couldn't speak it, and gave him an A in making spaghetti.
I met with Michael Barnett. And, I didn't approach him with the expectation I was going to arrest him. I was investigating this particular issue. He could have stopped the conversation, but I think he had a lot that he wanted to resolve also.
Christine, fake Jacob's high school transcript. Arabic, A+. There's not even a single book in this house with an Arabic word in it. Yeah, Jacob's that smart. But you can't just do that. Kid got 4 years of fine arts piano A+. We didn't own a fucking piano.
This transcript was pretty ridiculous. However, Jacob was a genius. Natalia was not a genius. It doesn't matter. Christine was trying to pass off Natalia as being able to perform academic skills that she didn't have. According to Christine, Natalia could even pass a GED if given the test.
Christine thought she had turned Jacob into a genius. She saved him when no one else could. And according to what Michael said, that's what Christine planned to do with Natalia. But the problem was that Natalia didn't fit into the narrative.
I was only like 6 or 7 years old. And Christine tried to give me a physics paper, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? And she's like, I know you know this, and you're gonna do it. And then she walked away. But I was stuck.
And I guess she just got so mad because I was telling her, I don't know this. And she pepper sprayed me right in the face. She's like, that's what it's gonna feel like every time that you don't listen. I started rubbing my eyes. She's like, don't do that, it's just gonna make it worse. And she literally would not let me wash it off or anything. She wouldn't help me. All I know is that I want to get this off my eyes. This hurts. But she didn't care that she just pepper sprayed me. She doesn't care that I was crying because it hurts.